is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome you all to part 21 of Path of Exile on the PlayStation 5. We are kind of where, well, we're not where we were, people. Well, we are stood where we were at the end of the last part, but off camera, there's a astute of you will notice that I have leveled up in the top left hand corner. I only, if you remember, there was a smidge, just a smidge to go before the next level up, and in order to do some of the stuff I'm about to show you, we're just going to have a recap of what I've done off cam. I needed to just push that bar above into the next level to get an extra 10 dexterity, basically, is what I needed in order to put something on. So, off camera, I just went back to it. I haven't gone anywhere new. I just went back to the previous area and just fired at a few enemies, well, killed a few enemies, and that took us over the threshold to the next part. So, haven't done anything new in the ways of moving forward in the story, anything like that. However, I've spent a long time off camera having a look through equipment, going and visiting shops, having a look at gems, the gems I was using, not using, that sort of thing. So let's just quickly run through what we've now got. I haven't changed too many things, but I've just tried to make things better, and I've tried to group my gems better so they're getting the perks in better groupings, as it were. We've managed to put the bow on that we picked up. It was a compound bow that had a lot more damage on it with elemental. As you can see there, it's got 26 to 52 elemental on the orange. I think that is that fire, and then 48, 89 is ice or lightning, maybe something like that. Yeah, it's cold and fire. There it is. It's down below, isn't it? So, and then 37 to 76. I mean, that's a lot stronger than the bow we had on. The only thing that we've lost is life on hit, which is a big deal, right? So, during the last part, I said there was somebody somewhere I thought sold them, and I found him. He's at the library, and there was a waypoint right next to him. It's the library in that sort of Greek area in the gardens. Act 4, I think it was, or Act 3. Forgot where we are. So I went to visit that guy, and I bought about 5 of these life gain on hit support gems. So they're going to be clocking up as we go on now. 12 life gain per enemy hit with supported attacks. And I've got attached to it Toxic Rain, Blast Rain, and Rain of Arrows. So all the ones that are coming from the sky that pepper everything are going to give us gain life on hit. However, I did forget as well that everything's getting gain line off on hit because of this quiver that we're using. So we're getting 7 life on enemy hit with everything because of that quiver. So that's good. So we've got that as well. The helm we had already, but I've kind of moved things around. And we had volley support on quite a few things. And I've replaced that with greater volley support, which is a more powerful version of it. And that's on Ice Shot and Lightning Arrow. And also those two have got pierce support on them. So I shuffled Lightning and Ice Shot together so they could get the benefits of Pierce Support and Greater Volley. Greater Volley is giving us 4 additional projectiles instead of 2. So all of those shots are going to be giving us 6 now, I think, something like that. And what else do we have down here? That's the life gain on hit. We talked through that. My Siege Ballista, we talked about the fact we're heading toward, on the skill tree, we're going down toward the Ballista stuff now. I'm using it a lot. So Siege Ballista has now got... I managed to pick up a pair of boots and then turn them into they were just a bog standard pair of boots, but they had 4 links and 2 of them were red and 2 of them were green. I purchased them from this woman here, I think, in this camp, and so that gave us an extra socket to deal with. So we've got where is it? We've got Siege Ballista has got multiple totem support, which means we're going to be able to put out more of them, I think, is what happens. So supported skills have +2 maximum number of summoned totems. So either it's going to put more totems out as I hit it, or it's going to let me put more than 3 out, because at the moment I can only put 3 out. I haven't tried it yet. It's also going to do knockback support, which is a new thing that I bought. I bought those from the same guy at the library. I'll show you where that guy is in a minute. I bought a couple of those knockback support ones as well. I'd like to put it on other things once we get more sockets. And they're also getting added cold damage support as well on those ballistas. So the ballistas have been severely ubered up there. And I'd love to change these gloves, but I haven't found a decent pair yet. galvanic arrow, which we're not really using, and I've got a new one called Summon Ice Golem, so we're going to give that a go. And they're both getting a chance to poison support as well, so we'll give them a crack as well. I created a new necklace because I needed dexterity to get it above, so we could put, I can't even remember what it was we needed to put on, but I needed a certain amount of, I think it was the bow. Yeah, we needed 134 dex for the bow and we didn't have enough. So between the 10 dexterity that I used when I leveled up to level 46 off camera and this necklace, we got enough to put the bow on. Rings wise, can't remember if I changed anything. No, that's the same, and I think the rings are the same, and I think that's it. I think you're up to speed, people. You're up to speed. Oh, and on the secondary weapon, I changed the bow to a slightly better one with 2 red sockets in it, and we're also leveling up as we go. A life gain on hit support, a greater multiple projectile support, and a knockback support. So we're going to be leveling those up. Even though we're not using them, they'll be leveling up as we're running around. So that's well worth doing as well. So there you go. That's where I'm up to, people, and that's what you've missed off cam. But it really was only about 5 minutes of running around that old section just to kick myself over 45 into 46, and but a long time sat in this menu and shops and going around people. Now the guy in the library that I'm talking about is in Act 3, and he's up there, if you remember, in the Imperial Gardens, and the library's just off it. And when you find the waypoint in that library, the guy that sells those gems for life on hit support and knockback support, he stood right next to the waypoint. Dead easy to go back. He's got loads of really good gems, by the way. Well worth going to visit on and off as you're looking at new things. And I think we're good to go, people. We're off to the Ascent. If I remember rightly, we have to go. Oh, one of the things that did annoy me a little bit, in all of the things that I changed, the boots that we had on had plus 15% to movement speed. And when I made these boots into it was never going to give me the movement speed, you know. I knew that when I turned it into a rare. But anyway, we lost it. We're still moving at a decent pace because we've got all of our passives on it. But it was a bit frustrating that I lost 15% of movement speed. But never ye mind, eh? Never ye mind. Right, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're going this way to the Ascent. Act 5, people. And for all those that were remotely interested in what I did off camera, you could, you could just have fast forwarded all of that. Who cares? Well, I don't have any recollection of this place. I did off camera. I went off, off camera. I went onto my Xbox to see how far I got because I spent a long time playing it on the Xbox, and we have now surpassed. Well, that's not quite true, actually. My highest character on the Xbox was a level 47. And I think he'd done a fair chunk of this area, but I don't have any recollection of this area at all. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of... Oh, look at this. It's a beautiful section, isn't it? We're going to get a lot of level up gem things here because they were like level 1 gems I bought. So they're just going to start clocking up really quick, which is really good. I'm liking the change of environment. Very cool. I'm looking forward to these sections because I've spent so much time, like on the Xbox, I played the first act, the first 4 acts on 4 or 5 different characters. In fact, a couple of those plays are on the channel. One of the plays starts as a ranger and then it converts into a Templar because I was playing them both side by side. So these sort of later sections that we're entering now, I've had hardly any time in at all, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how these Panut people. Aye. Should try the golem out, shouldn't I? Here he comes. Nice. There's our new projectile. Yeah, looks like we're getting... I think it's 5. I can't quite make out how many it is. 5 or 6. There's my little golem. He's still running around. Look, nice. We'll try our ballistas next. See how they're getting on. Because we've got the multiple ballista thing going on, haven't we? Okay. Something's gone. Oh no, something's gone wonky, people. I can't. Yeah, I think in all the messing around I've done, things have moved around. I can't actually see my ballistas. Where are they? Right, that's definitely right. Oh, there we go. It's gone on to the, yeah. Oh, it is putting 2 down at a time. Sweet. Brilliant. We've now got double the amount of ballistas when we put them down. That's fantastic. Well, that's fantastic, isn't it? Brilliant stuff, that. Right, hang on. We need to sort this out because that's extremely confusing now. I don't know where things are. So that should be... Toxic rain's fine. Explosive rain, or whatever it's called, is fine. So it's that one. It's in the wrong place. That should be where the ballistas are there. So that shouldn't take too long to sort. So that should be ballista. And that should be the that's lightning arrow. Okay, let's come out, just see everything else. So that's lightning, that's ice, that's fire. I think everything else is right. Oh yeah, it's the same thing twice, and that's... Yeah, okay, I think we're good to go, people. We're good to go. Although, to be fair... might have been better... Well, that doesn't matter. Stick with it. This is how it was, anyway. Onward. Onward, woodward. Wow, check that out. Call the lift, please. I am expecting to get my ass handed to me on a fairly regular basis. We were struggling in some of those last parts. I mean, this setup's a way better because now all of these moves are giving me extra life on hit. So we're just constantly replenishing health. No matter whether I use rain of arrows, toxic rain, explosive rain, whatever it's called, blast arrow. This golem lasts for a while, doesn't it? Brilliant. Not overly sure what he does, but I mean, it's a good distraction if anything else in a fight. Wow. You shall not pass. I'll tell you what though, when I went onto my Xbox ones that I hadn't played those characters for about 3 or 4 years. Oh, the shitstorm of stuff I had to sort out was incredible. It was like all these remove only tabs were so confusing. The game's actually bugged to a point where I can make it so that it will play, but every time I teleport, I go to my stash and it looks like all the stash tabs are empty. And the only way I can activate the tabs properly is by trying to put something in each of the tabs, and then suddenly everything appears. I've tried uninstalling the game, I've tried reinstalling the game, and nothing fixes it. I don't know what the hell is going on with it. Wow, I think that thing we picked up was a speed thing, was it? Reinforced greaves. Man, I'm missing my... I am feeling a bit slower here, people. Could do with getting me my big speeds back. I mean, looking at the skill tree, there doesn't seem to be... Well, anywhere close to us anyway, there doesn't seem to be any more movement speed. I mean, we're still alright, we're still moving at a fair pace, but I am feeling a bit slower than we were. 15%'s a lot, isn't it? Anyway, you never know what we'll pick up in this new area. How long does this golem last? It's brilliant. I'm surprised that just about everything that's dropping has got bloody one socket in it at the moment. It's worth noting, in the end of the last part, yeah, I forgot to mention, we'd picked up a piece of armour that had armour and evasion on it, whereas what we were wearing was just evasion. However, in the midst of doing that off camera, just to get myself over level 46, I picked up another top that was the same as the one we had on, but had 4 sockets in it as well. So that's what we've ended up wearing. I've kept the other one in the inventory though, in the stash. Crafting recipe. Come on, Helena, get your thing. Ailment, stun, curse mitigation, rank 1. Should really look into these things, shouldn't it, really? Right, where are we going? Right, there's a wee path up there we've not been doing. Don't know why I took a potion there by mistake, but anyway. Should give the wee golem guy something to do. Every time he gets there, I've kind of killed them all. It's quite funny, isn't he? Ooh, hello. Mitts. Divination card. It's the first one we've seen for ages. I've only ever had one in this whole run. And interestingly, when I went to my Xbox plays, I had about, in the main stash, I had about 10 different sets. So I don't know why this game hasn't dished me them out. It's very strange. Steady. Alright, okay.
Captain Tavares. Altitude is imperative to forging a stable connection with the prime resonator in Theopolis. Power source is equally vital. Locate it on the mountainside and lower a conductive cable into it. The deeper, the better. It will take an immense amount of thaumaturgical energy to execute the successful disintegration and transmission of objects, both inanimate and animate, between Highgate and Theopolis.
I assume that's where we're meant to go, because there's nowhere else.
The origin. I needn't remind you of the consequences should either of those elements prove deficient. That is why I would like you, Tavares, to be the first to test the resonator once it is operational. Accountability is a perfect counterweight to ambition. High Templar Dominus.
I was deliberately waiting there till the guy stopped talking. It's like Terminator. What the hell? That's what it's like, isn't it? Terminator globe. Arriving in electrical globe. Even the golem's still there, look. He must stay with you until he dies, basically. Which is quite cool. Yeah, our inventory's got sod all in it, hasn't it? Let's keep moving. Keep on running. Keep on high. Started that way too high. One fine day. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm liking all the changes I've made, people. You know, outside of that little tiny piece of speed that we've lost. Loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Gonna be getting a level up soon enough. Well, we don't really need any of that, do we? Fucking immense that, wasn't it? Holy shit. The chain on that lightning is ridiculous. Well, yeah, I might have done myself no favours here by going the very wrong way first. Flanked and spanked, my friend. Sword with 4 sockets in it. The bastard sword. Yeah, I'll take it. Give it a sal, eh? I heard something drop there, but didn't seem to see anything. So it went boom. Oh, there it's there. Chromatic orb. Whoa, now. Fucking hellfire. So I think they seem to activate when you get close to you, so you need to... Oh, decurve bow, what's that? Nah. Nah. Bit shite. Oh man, look at all those people under the ground. In pits of blood. Help. Would be quite cool if you could set them free and they fight for you. Oh, that's something I forgot to do as well. Yeah, so we're getting some 4 socket things now. Not ones we need, but... Yeah, we need to use the old quality things on our... It's the one thing I didn't do because I was going to save it for when you guys were watching. You know, the blacksmith stuff and whetstones make our weapons and armour a bit better. Ah! Nice. Oh, hello. Let's run back a little bit and see if we can get a bit of space to spend our point. If I can get these dogs to stop running at me. I've got my little golem, he should be able to take care of something. Right, let's have a look. So we're heading down to the siege ballista stuffs. Here's something else I've noticed as well. I thought that this was a unique thing, this bow mastery and projectile mastery. It's not. There's more of them down the other way, so you can get even more of it. There's the dexterity I spent last time. And now we're getting totem damage and placement speed. 10% increased totem damage, 10% increased totem placement. Spot ye on, that is. Actually, just before I do that, I just want to go back and check there was things on the main path that because I remember I went, because I went top route, didn't I? Up here, look. So we could actually increase attack speed by 4%. That's 4, 8, 12. Another 12% attack speed. And that's increase. What? 15% increased damage with bows. How the fuck did I miss those? I went that way. Attack speed with bows. Alright, we'll take... what do we reckon? I feel like my totems are doing me a lot of good service at the moment, so I'm going to do the totems first, and we're going to backtrack and do those. 10% totem damage, let's do it. %24 increased. Attack skills have +1 maximum number. Oh, right. You get another +1 to maximum number of summoned ballistas as well. no idea what the hell that bloody blue thing was there. Orb of fusing. Jesus Christ, I don't think it's going to take long to get another level up down here, is it? Knockback support's gone up to level 7 already. Yeah, we did alright there doing that, didn't we? Covered nearly all the ground. Oh, nice. I thought it was going to be like the others where I didn't get anything there for a second. Ooh, look at that. Another unique ring. Oh, hello. Plus 16% to cold and lightning resistances, 30% increased cold damage, adds 1 to 61 lightning damage to spells and attacks, plus 35 to maximum life, 1% of damage leached as life. Oh, nice. Against shocked enemies. We're using shock quite a lot right now. 1% of damage leached as energy shield as well. Nice. Berek, hid from the storm's light. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we've got what we're losing though if we take that off. Rarity of items, yeah. Which might be why we're finding some of this stuff, to be fair. It's daft not to put the unique ring on though. We'll hang on to that ring actually over here. Not great on the socket front. See, that's another one that's quite good balance of armor and evasion. I mean, we've got evasion of 400 and something now, but when you go half armor, half evasion, that's pretty decent though, isn't it? Plus 21 dexterity, plus 30 to armor, 32% increased armor and evasion, plus 80 to max life, plus 10% fire resistance, plus 21% to cold resistance. It's corrupted though, interestingly. It's got a corrupted, yeah, it's got a corrupted socket on it. Might take that, just to sell it if anything. Those dogs are winding me up. I keep thinking it's my own dog. Slaughtered him. Those ballistas are immense. Enter Overseer's Tower. The chains that bind. Oh, it's another card. That must be why I've got so many of these cards in my Xbox playthrough. I think this must be the point where it starts dishing them out. Because my highest character had obviously done a fair portion of this section. Probably answers that question then. Getting them out of weird things as well, like barrels and chests and stuff. Well, we'll make a note of that actually. Overseer's Tower. And you know, this is exactly where my highest character is standing in my Xbox playthrough. So this is the furthest I've been in this game. Well, this area is the furthest I've been. Obviously this is the town, isn't it? Might find some stuffs here. Need to talk to some folks. Well, I think we're probably going to sell most of this. Is a sacred better than a colossal then? 1200 life over 3 seconds. Yeah, it is. Well, no, that's 1290. That's 1060. So I'm not sure. I've not turned any of my flasks into yellows, have I? Should have done. Never actually tried. I'm not sure why I've not got many of these Orb of Alchemies. Because I've not used many of them. I've used these more than those. No, anyway, it's not like we're using them that much at the moment. Right, let's talk to some folks first. Utula.
Ha! After everything I've done, it took an Oriath to get these slaves up off their shackled asses and fighting. I guess the Templar should have treated their lessers better than their slaves, eh? Well, I'm not about to turn down a gift from Kitava. If he wants slave and outcast to join hands, then let's remind these Templar that they're flesh and blood, just like us. Utula Makora is what they call me. I'm what passes for a chief around here. Well, I put the steel in their hand. I tell them where to stab, you die. If that doesn't make me a chief, what does? Blood isn't the only currency we need to earn to buy our freedom. We can kill all the Templar mongrels we like out there. It won't matter a damn if we don't get inside their stronghold, the Templar courts. Might as well put my bloody chains back on right now. Problem is, there's some sort of witchery surrounding the place. Only those who see the truth with faithful eyes are getting in there. The power of innocence. It's all in the eyes, you see. Yet blessed Kitava has answered my prayers and sent us just the pair of eyes we need. The ever-faithful Justicar Casticus. He's there in the control blocks right now, smiting my people with self-righteous fury. Find him and rip his faithful eyes out. Then I'm sure the good Justicar will be kind enough to see you into the Templar courts.
Right, just another person not wanting much out of us then. Let's sell this stuff and get moving. So I'm pretty, they'll be sort of slotted into the appropriate holder in this list over here. There you go. And I think you have to collect sets of them. Yeah, 1 of 5. And then once you get them, you can go back to that sort of Buddha guy that lets you trade them in with him. Not sure what happens when you do that, but anyway, I'm sure you get something. Oh yeah, I was going to put that ring somewhere safe in case you want the rarity thing back. What's he got to sell? It's a pair of gloves I'm really after, because these are really low level now. 3 sockets. Yeah, they're kind of for us, aren't they? Evasion rating of 134. 2 greens and a red, so we'd have to change the support gem to something else, but that's fine. Or change, well, or try and change the colour of them. Yeah, evasion rating of 64 on those gloves. They're actually for a mage, those gloves we're wearing. Should we buy those? I think it's a good idea. Not got any boots that are ready for us, has he? He's got a couple of these though. So, armor, maximum life, cold damage, no, cold resistance, fire resistance, maximum life, cold resistance, energy shield. Well, energy shield's not so bad. Just take that. Well, we're getting life, yeah, life per enemy killed again, but not quite as high, so we're not losing it altogether. Regenerate life per second, 21.2. That's nice. Fire resistance of up to 11%. Adds cold damage to attacks, which is nice. Adds 1 to 2 physical to attacks. And adds +6 to 11 to a maximum energy shield. That's alright, isn't it? So, the only thing we're going to have to do is change poison support for something else. Because otherwise, everything else is bob on. No, not that we're using Galvanic Arrow so much at the moment. We could probably swap it for something else. But we'll do that later. Yeah, it's a little ice golem, isn't it? So we need a red support gem. Could do with a type, couldn't it, really? That's quality. Well, that a lot of the red ones need strength, don't they? Added fire damage support, that would work. Chance to bleed support. They're level 8s, that's level 11 actually, that one. What the frack? Elemental damage. Yeah, I think that's probably the one to use for now. What are these over here? Or knockback, I suppose. Oh, we could use life gain on hit, right enough. But, well, Galvanic Arrow would benefit from it, I suppose. But we've got the other life gain on hits we could use. Seems to have lumped them all together into just this big quality bit, isn't it? Um, 25% chance to cause bleeding. Mind you, we had a pair of gloves over there, but they weren't ready for us, technically speaking, were they? That's the boots that have got the 15% increased movement speed. Right, onward. Lani.
An exile returned. How is that even possible? Rising out of the darkness to claim the souls of our enemies, like Hinekora in the stories my mother used to tell me. Well, your divine intervention gave us just the diversion we needed to take this tower. So if you keep doing things like that, then I might have to start believing in the gods again. And thank you for finishing off that last overseer for us. I don't know what sort of mother could have birthed that land-loving whale, but we were lucky he wasn't here when we took this tower. He'd have spread us across the floor like butter on a piece of bread. Here, take something for helping us in this hopeless fight of ours.
Ooh, hello. Well, I've got 2 uniques on though, haven't I now? Lightning, cold, fire. Well, the fire one's got the highest number on it. What's she selling? Okay, we can get our currency stuff from her for linking the sockets and all that malarkey. Yeah, we've still got rarity of item 12% on that locket we've got on, actually. Not bad that, is it? It's got 25% lightning resistance, plus 3% to all elemental resistances, 7% increased lightning damage, and plus 27% fire resistance. So you've got fire and lightning going up by 25 and 27%. It's pretty decent, that. That's got 24% lightning resistance. And that's got cold and lightning resistances, so we must have loads of lightning resistance. It tells us here, I think Craigie Boy was telling me, it tells you what your resistances are. Yeah, there we go. So we've got 34% fire resistance, 76% cold, 65% lightning. Chaos is the lowest. Could do with some chaos resistance. But otherwise, not so bad. Int and strength are really low, aren't they? Right, I think we've got one more person. Yeah, Vilenta.
Unlike these assorted ignorami, I'm not surprised to see you here. The beast is dead, all thanks to you, I suppose. I was listening to the beast's death rattles when these lunatics broke in, wrecked the place, and dragged me here to tend to their cuts and bruises. Thankfully, I was able to bring some of my paraphernalia with me. The balance of power is shifting in your favor, O murderer of nightmares. If I am in possession of anything that might smooth the transition of governance, don't hesitate to ask. You'll find my terms quite reasonable. Some time ago, I fabricated a device able to sense and amplify the corrupt murmurings of Rayclast, a miasmeter. I listened to those whispers for years, lingering beyond sane comprehension. And then the scream. Such profound agony that my mind was nearly sundered by its percussion. I thought another cataclysm might be upon us. But no, it was you, slaying the beast. I was witness to a singularly potent cadence. This corruption, I am convinced that it holds the very key to our human history, and with it, our very existence. Yet without the miasmeter, I'm condemned to deafened ignorance. It remains in Piety's laboratory, as long as Utula's miscreants haven't vandalized the poor thing. Find it.
Alright, find it. So we've got... is that not where we came up? The control blocks. Yeah, it must have been. No, it can't have been. Surely I need somewhere to go. Right, hang on, it'll tell me here. Yeah, that's slave pens. So the control blocks must be this one. So where the hell was the... That would suggest that we can't go back to where we came from. Down the other way. Seems a bit weird. Well, you can, but you have to teleport there. There doesn't seem to be a door there, is what I'm getting at. Unless I'm being completely stupid. And there's a... I'm not even seeing one on the map, though. There's only one door and it takes you to the new place. Well, there you are. I think that is probably an ideal place to wrap it up, people. We are around the hour mark now. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm really looking forward to do, as I say, really looking forward to doing these later sections because I ain't seen them. Or I've only seen the early parts of this one and I haven't seen a... Well, my other character on the Xbox was level 47 and we've just reached that, have we not? Yeah, so I must have just reached here with that character. So I haven't... This is me entering unseen domains, people, which is quite cool. So I'm really looking forward to doing more of this. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you once again in Path of Exile on the PlayStation 5. And I'll catch you in the next one, folks. Take it easy. Bye.